Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Japes Jr. Um, just wanted to say straight out off the record and off the bat, I kind of knew what I was gonna get myself into. So basically, I'm just gonna share with everybody what I'm gonna do. So basically, what I was trying to do on Twitch was I was trying to open a platform where I would introduce, my community, my peeps, the peeps that follow me, to some new music. And so for the past 2 weeks, I was emailing other labels and their artists, just basically saying, "Hey, I found this song. I think that this song is really cool, and I wanted to, spotlight that onto my channel or my show on Twitch, just to review it, just to let people know about it, or give a platform for up and coming artists to put their music out." So I came back with, and I'm not going to say which record label it was or what artist it was or whatnot, but I had 10 songs that I was going to go and talk about tonight. And unfortunately, each and every one of them literally got back to me this afternoon and basically just told me that to cease and desist or cease and do not do anything because the music is owned by the label, and if I move forward with showing or showcasing music videos of the live performances or anything like that in regards to the people performing it, that they would need compensation for it, that they would need money for it. And I'm like, well, that's understandable. That's cool, but I'm trying to introduce, people, or introduce the content, the music, which is really good music, to people on Twitch. And I would like to be, that person that gives that light to the great music that I was discovering and whatnot. And I thought that it was coming from a genuine place, but I was getting a lot of really, really very resenting emails back. Ijar, what is up, man? So no, unfortunately not. Trust me, dude, I had it. I'm so upset right now because I can't believe that, coming up on the day that I was going to do this, that I let the record label and the artists know, a few of them know, that I was going to showcase their music on here and to do the job that was taken away from me from the pandemic. Do a job that I thought that I was, I worked hard for. I worked hard to build some sort of rapport. Like I had done radio show clips, radio show, you name it. I've done a lot of things to gain access to my portfolio, to have a lot of sound bites for within my portfolio to showcase that, hey, this guy could actually hold it down and be a radio host. Well, tonight, that was not going to happen. Basically, the record label that I was asking and the artists that I was asking for said that no, they need to be compensated. And if they are not going to be compensated for the music that I was showing, albeit really good music, that they were going to, sue me for illegal use of the content, or for my content, illegal use for the music. I've never been so frustrated in my life. Like, this was a job that was taken away from me, people. This is like, I was going to be a radio show host for a small town, and I was going to be the voice of many things for that town that remains nameless, because I have no ill will to that to that job, to that area, to the townspeople, to the peeps in general. You know, I had a job lined up and it was taken away from me from the pandemic. And Lord, I'm not upset at the situation. What I'm upset at is that, you know, when you try, and trust me, I am not trying to do something that is illegal. I'm not trying to do anything that is going to get my channel taken away from me. And I'm not going to do something that is going to, you know, take away the funnest part of my life, which was Twitch. But the fact that you tell me that, hey, that's a good idea, let's go ahead and run with it. Don't egg me on. Don't put me up and say, hey, you can do it. This is great. Why not do it? Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I will, like, you know, we'll do it this way. And then you tell me, and then you give me emails from your label reps saying that we have heard that you're trying to play so and so's music, the song called so and so, and we are asking that you either compensate both the record label and the artist for that. And mind you, when I found this song, it wasn't that it was a horrible song. It was a beautiful song. It had like not as many views on it. And I reached out to her. I was just like, yeah, dude. I mean, I want like, and by the way, it was a woman. So I wanted to reach out because I wanted to do a Twitch stream showcasing music that has, you know, that deserves views. You know, I think that your song is whether it was not showcased because the pandemic hit. I mean, it was a song that was released in 2020 and it had very low views for the music video in itself. And I'm like, dude, let me, if I can I be a voice for that music video, or can I just tell people about you so that this can, I could be like somebody that people could rely on for new music, because I that's what I do, peeps. I literally go through everything, like SoundCloud to Apple Music to YouTube, every media that we have. I don't have Facebook, but if I had Facebook, I would be scouring Facebook for music artists as well. But I go online and I try to find some very, very quality, that I feel is quality music, and I just wanted to share it with people to get that out there. But then you throw, you know, and then you tell me that, hey, that's a great idea and we could work around it. All of a sudden to tell me that you're going to get the record label on me for playing stuff that is owned by them and you. And I'm like, I didn't know that you had a record label. You could have told me that, because I know that. I know that I cannot play music that is copyrighted and all that. I know that because guess what? I work for a producer's assistant, and that's another story in itself. And I know that a lot of people are like saying, well, don't you work for a producer, and can't you just release or can't you just showcase their music? I'll get to that. I'll get to that in time. But the thing is that I've been trying to get off the ground like something that, you know, comes from a good place. I'm just trying to play music from people that have not been found yet, or you know, that I feel that is really good content or really good music, and I just wanted to share that with people and give all right. You know, I know that just saying I do not own, or I do not own the rights to the music, that's not good enough. That is not determination enough. Even if I did put that up on my streams, the record label could still come back at me with a copyright infringement and ask for a compensation for that. So for the artists that I was going to showcase on this stream, I am severely sorry that your music was not able to be shown tonight because your label reached out to me and said cease and desist. They told me to not play your music. They told me not to. I mean, I could say your name and I could say the song, but I would love to have had the decent thing to provide the provide the content too. I would have freaking it's not that I need any compensation from you or anything like that, And I get it. If I made one sub off of a stream, or if I made 1 ounce of a bit while showcasing that music, that goes to the artist, and that's understandable. All I'm trying to do was just create a platform, a trusted platform that thinks that your artist is amazing, and I got clearance from your artist to release the music. Why can't you trust me with just doing that? Why are you, and it's like, I get it. It's a profit. It's something that you need. You need money. I got you. And yes, I agree that your artist definitely needs to get compensated for the wonderful song that he or she wrote. But the fact that you come at me with a cease and desist because you're telling me that we need to compensate you for what? I didn't even release anything. I didn't even release a show. I didn't even put it on. You know what I'm saying? Like I reached out to you, to the artist. I reached out to you and I said, "Look, I think that this song is great, and I think that this song is amazing. Let me let me be someone somewhat of a media. I'm small time. I understand. I understand small time, and I understand that you deserve money for your art. All I was asking you was to play your music." And you went to your record label, and you should have. But for your record label to say cease and don't play, that is what boggles my fucking mind. Sorry for swearing. That boggles my fucking mind. I am a low follow streamer. I am not in any danger going to put up music that I'm going to bash. I'm not the type of person to bash music at all. I listen to all music, and all I was trying to do was introduce it to the world and give people the choice to say, yeah, that person rocks. Let me freaking follow them. Or let me find out about them, and let me go ahead and see if they've got a virtual concert, or if they are coming into my freaking town, so that I could go and support. And I would have said, go to a concert or virtual show, because the artists get paid when you go to these shows and when you buy their records at the show. Don't buy it online. I am not an advocate for downloading free music, but some of the artists actually had their music on Apple Music, and Apple Music, you can buy for $9.99 a month. And by the way, Apple Music is not freaking telling me to or paying me to tell you that, but Apple Music, you can subscribe to Apple Music for a grand music library, which included the songs of these artists that told me that I cannot use their content. So I am heartbroken. And I mean, look, I had everything ready to go. Like, I even had this ready to go. I had my transition videos. Look, I have transition videos. I worked on the transition speed of the video so that I can kindly go from my awesome little coffee mug to the music video, and I had it sequenced, and I had it ready, and I had everything ready without no freaking mix board, people. I had no mix board to freaking even put this. I was literally manually trying to work this out. I literally freaking had a song that I freaking wrote, like with my producer. Like I was ready to use this one. Wait, what's going on here? Is it even playing? I'm so mad. I can't even hear it. Is it even playing? Oh no, so here you go. So like I was telling my producer while I was working that I was going to go ahead and do something. I wanted to get like some music behind my stuff or intro into my show, and then I put it up for peeps in Discord to just check it out. And so literally I worked on this for like a month. Well, not a month, but the reason why it took a month is because like my producer was producing his artist, of course, and so this was downtime, this was chill time, and I have this ready to go. So this was my intro song to my stream, my French Press Sessions podcast stream. And I can't use this because now they told me to cease and desist and not showcase their artists, because I had to compensate the artist for fucking for the music, which is right. It is right. But peeps, singer-songwriters, bands, if you have copyrighted music and you're part of a label, you got to tell me when I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? Like you can't, you have to literally tell me, because I understand what I have to do. By the way, I'm fading it out. See, I had to manually fade that out, and I was gonna do all of that. It was gonna be my thing. And like my producer was working on it just so that I could have it. And now, I was messing around with synthesizers and stuff because, I see all the people in the studio doing it. So I'm like, I want to freaking do this. So, like the peeps, like keyboard players and all of them, they're really nice with teaching me like stuff, like how to play certain instruments or whatever. So I was like, shoot, I'll play the synthesizer or whatever. I hope did that come through? Because I didn't hear that. But at any rate, that was the hard work that I was taking to do this. Like I literally had a show script. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ijart, for telling me that. Thank you. Royalties in the chat, by the way. Late Night Crunch and Ijart, let's go. But seriously, I freaking had a script detailing like the description of the songs, where they came from, like what it sounded like to me, and all of these songs sound beautiful, and to me it did. But man, the ultimate thing is that you all, as the audience, you all make that determination if you want to support the artist or not. The thing that boggles my mind, Late Night Crunch, is that I'm trying to give artists that have not been discovered yet, that should be discovered, I'm giving them my small little platform and my ability to script a radio podcast show so that I can like literally help them get some sort of a little exposure, and then give me some portfolio, so if I get another radio show gig, I have these ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have this ready to go. All I'm trying to do, ladies and gentlemen, is just basically show music that from artists that have low view counts, that have low plays, that deserve better than that. And whether the record label is saying, oh, no, we're going to push so-and-so rather than you, that's bullshit. And I want to go past that. And I want to say, no, your music is good. Why is your record label not, or why are you not being played? Why is your songs not being played? And so I found out that the artist that I was working with has a record label, and the record label wants compensation for everything now. By the way, I don't have compensation for you because guess what, record label? I didn't play it. I'm telling my audience that I was telling for a week. I didn't stream my own content for 2 straight days because I was working my butt off to fucking get on here to play your artist's music, by the way. And there was no well, apologies for that. No, there was just, we need compensation for the music that you're about to play on your show or whatever it is. And to treat me like I'm a throwaway, like basically saying, "Oh, you're small time. That you're not gonna help us get to where we need to be." That's fucking shit. Because I know for a fact, by watching and doing streams on Twitch, that I may not be the most talented person or the most amazing floating voice that you've ever heard, but I bust my tail, and for you to not even give me a chance to freaking show you what I was about to do. And if you wanted me to record what I was going to do, I would have gladly have given you a audio snippet of it so that I could show you with honesty what I was going to do. I was going to show you. I had abilities. I had abilities to show you, to record to you, and you didn't even give me a chance to freaking say what or show you what I was going to do. And I think that's fucking shit. By the way, the record label that was putting me on this is an independent record label that has only like 10 artists on it. And all 10 artists they're not people that have millions of views, people. These are not, this is not a record label that has artists that, at tops, they have artists with 2,000 views on a music video that they were pushing out. And for you to tell me, no, we need to get paid for that. Pay your artists too. Go out there and bust your ass and fucking put some PR on them. Go out there and reach out to the radio stations and do your damn job and fucking put your fucking people on there instead of freaking sending nasty emails to fucking small timers telling me that, oh, you need to cease and desist because we're not getting money or nothing. So I'm all at ups. My arms are in the air. And so to get to the current state where I'm at, again, I am a contractor worker working with a producer as a producer's assistant to mix his recordings the way that he wants it to. So basically, he goes in the studio with his artists to record them on his record label, and then my job is to mix them and to give it back to him to see if there's any tweaks or anything like that. So I'm basically helping him so he could just record, and then he'll tell me, I need this done in post-production, or, after recordings and stuff. And I'm like, okay, gotcha. I'm going to do that. And then I send it right back to him. So that's what I'm getting paid to do. But before the pandemic hit, I was on my way to getting a radio show, and it got taken away from me because the radio station was in fear that they may be closed down because of COVID-19. So the reason why I cannot use my producer's label's artist music on here is because they are under contract under his label, and I would have to compensate them for that. But the artists that I was talking to did not tell me that they were under a label. And the other artists that I was going to showcase on here, now I'm afraid that they are going to have a record label is calling me and say, hey, cease and desist, and don't do it. All I was trying to do, peeps, was just to share some music that and have an environment where I could shed some light on artists that deserve it. and for the record label to say, and for the record label to write me a nasty email. First, again, I didn't know that you were on a record label. You didn't tell me. You didn't have it in your socials. You didn't have it anywhere. Unless you created it overnight and said, oh no, we need a conversation, which is kind of bull. You know, I hope that everyone that has ever had their doors shut on them, I'm hoping that you know exactly what I'm feeling right now, because this door didn't close. You know what I mean? Like, this door didn't close, and of course I'm not going to do something that's going to jeopardize my Twitch channel, or do something that is going to hurt, you know. Exactly. Dude, I mean, can you imagine the new music that would be coming in? And by the way, if you are an artist or a band or someone that has music and you do not have a label, but you would like to be showcased on a show, I'm interested. Just don't stick your damn freaking label on me, or do not tell me that you're under contract. Because all I'm trying to do is just basically help elevate people. If you're not signed and you have a gift, I want to be the one to help you. I would like to be if you're a singer-songwriter and you literally do not have money for demos, and you don't have a way to put yourself out there, or if you don't even have a chance to record it, like SoundCloud is a great place to do that. I wanted to interview you. I wanted to get people to know where you get your inspiration from, where you're from, how did you go from this and that, how did you get this and that. I wanted to give people your story. I wanted, and this is not a new idea, and it's not a new concept, and I get that. It is not a new concept, and it's not. Music video shows have been around since I was born. But the thing that irritates me is that if you're small and you deserve to be found, I want people to find you. But for you to throw your damn label at me and freaking say, oh no, cease and desist, and you need to pay us for that. I mean, I'm not running a con game. It seems that you guys are. Because you would have told me that you were signed, and you would have told me that, hey, actually, I am on a record label, and, you could have told me that 2 weeks ago. I've been working on this fucking project. Sorry for my language, everybody. I was working on this fucking project for fucking 2 weeks. And I didn't even stream on my days where I could have been relaxing and hanging with royalties in the chat on fucking Wednesday and Thursday. I would have been hanged with y'all, and I would have been freaking doing my own thing and having fun. But no, I was working my ass off scripting this shit and fucking doing stuff. And for you to fucking tell me like 2 hours before that I can't freaking do it because I need to compensate you. I didn't know that you existed, record label. I didn't know. Your artists did not tell me that they were signed. And for your artist to tell me for 2 weeks, yeah, dude, that sounds great. That's awesome. Oh man, that's wonderful. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, what you're asking for is what I was just trying to do. I was just trying to share the 100 and plus people that follow me. This was going to give them a chance to decide, hey, yeah, you're right. This person does rock. I'm going to rock with them. Small as it be, to me, for you, for the viewers and the music clicks that you had, 100 plus people might have been a freaking really awesome idea. Maybe you would have hit on all 100 of my followers, and people would have been like, dude, this is dope. You would have created a buzz, and then I would have been trusted with finding my community new music so that I can do a podcast that I was fucking hired for that got taken away from me. So I'm bitter on all ends because this has just been two big things that fucking happened to me during this whole ordeal that we're all going through. I had a job taken away from me and it's gone. I was trying to elevate somebody, work on something, create an amazing like show, and it got taken away from me again. I don't know what else I could do. I don't know what else that I mean. Is it that like is it that bad to treat everyone like a con man? Like is it really that serious? Like I wasn't even gonna do. What was I gonna do with your music, dude? I'm not gonna fucking pawn it off and say it's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, or by the way, everyone, if you're signed to a record label and you want people like me to review your stuff, we can't do that because your music is copyrighted. All right. Newsflash. If you're signed to a record label and your record label has, and you signed your contract, your record label is supposed to freaking get you out there. If I was like a radio station, a popular radio station in Chicago or freaking New York or in San Francisco or in Seattle, and if I was in a big if I was in a big radio station, your record label, if they were big, would have reached out to us and say, "Hey, we have our artists, please play them," and we would be like, "Sure, let's play them, but let's give our crowd an introduction to them so that they won't so that we don't trash on something that could freaking be big for this person or this band." That's what fucking what you should be doing. And I am sorry that your label does not do that for you already, because the music I was going to play on here was from 2019. I'm not talking shit about your label. I'm just saying that all I was trying to do was freaking give you a chance to shine and to give me a chance to show what I can do. All truths, my friends, all truths. The artist, the record label owns the music that is being produced by the label from the artist. So whatever workout they have there, the artist's music is not mine to show. If you just told me that you were a singer songwriter just trying to get out there, I traveled as a roadie. I was the guy that toured out with bands and stuff. And I was helping them set up mics, set up the mixers, set up the levels so that the show can go on in an hour. I did my roadies stuff when I was in college. I went to school for this, peeps. And I'm trying to do it though. I'm trying to do it from an organic, from the ground to the top. I'm not trying to freaking kiss ass and fucking say, "Oh yeah, I'm like you are cool and let me get my foot in the door in this radio station so that I could work there." I'm trying to do it from the ground up. The label that I was working for before the pandemic was going to give me the opportunity to make a podcast show for their artists. It's not my fault that they got killed because of the pandemic. This literally brought back all of the fucking shit that I had to go through in 2020. I was in a dark place when that fucking happened because I was ready to go. I was freaking like, dude, Lady Alice, we're good, baby. You don't have to fucking worry about not eating. You don't have to worry about not having a roof because I got us. that job was going to take care of us. And when that got taken away from me, I had no face, people. How can I go and face people like Lady Alice and say I lost my fucking job? You know how much that hurt? And this situation just literally brought it back. The pain and the fears are here. Are back now. If the world wasn't so confined, and if the label said, if the label came at me in a different way, and just said, "Yo, with your help, this could work." With this, we're small time. You're just a growing Twitch channel. Let's work together. It would have been nice, right? It would have been nice to be like that. But why? But the music label is so fucking constricting and suffocating that at the end, the music business fucks over the artist. And I'm not trying to say that I'm a fucking big timer. I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say that I was going to freaking find new music from artists that are around that needed to get the exposure because you're awesome. That's what I was trying to do. Some of them did not have a record label, and I was going to showcase them. But what that was going to be like, what, a 10-minute show? A 10-minute show for 2 hours ready to go. Isart knows everything. Like that, whatever Isart is saying right now, everybody in the chat, that's exactly true. I was working on this for 2 weeks, yes. I was working on this for 2 weeks. I didn't stream on Wednesday and Thursday, and I was only on like other people's streams because I only had time to do their stuff. Like I was on the Mana Sultan's stream yesterday playing Rocket League or learning Rocket League from a level player that's SSL. I think it's supersonic level, or I don't know what it is, but it's SSL, and we like literally, it was 5 versus 1, and the mother freaking SSL player freaking beat us by like 7 goals. It was freaking hilarious, and also like damn at the same time. So I didn't even have freaking time to even stream that, which would have been fun and it would have been amazing on its own. But no, I was tippity tapping my freaking fingers onto my freaking keyboard, writing scripts for every freaking song that I was gonna play, so that I could freaking give the artist and the song the right introduction, the right feel, to make you all feel the music, because the music that I heard would have moved your freaking spirit, and that's what my feeling was. I mean, Ijar, that guy literally beat the crap out of us. Like all games, it was no cap, dude. Like he literally beat us in all games. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, staring at my Japes Jr. coffee mug. Oh man. I am not friends with the SSL guy, but he is really close friends to a fellow Twitch streamer, Clausies, and he seemed like a really nice dude. It was fun because they were talking about frat parties and whatnot, and me and the Mana Sultan, were reliving our college days and saying, yeah, fraternity parties or flat parties or apartment parties while you're in school was the shit. But Sultan asked me, and I was like saying, dude, I was so under the influence of many different things that I wouldn't even remember half the shit that I did. I would just be thankful if one of my roommates carried me into my bed. Like literally, when I partied, I just freaking partied the fuck out of things. Slapped a few Advils into my mouth and freaking went to class. Like literally, that was my thing. I'm just lucky enough to remember 2 friends from college. Seriously, I was so under the influence of Long Island iced teas and freaking rum and Coke, and any alcohol with Coke was my drink. You know, Smirnoff Ice, I had to drink it because you know, it tasted good. But nobody liked me admitting that I drink Smirnoff Ice. Thank you, Late Night Crunch. Thank you, JTG. JTG, I just want to say, because you're in the business, in, you know, broadcasting and everything like that. I don't know if you got the whole story, JTG, but like literally, I was going to showcase artists that had low views, low plays, just so I can give them an introduction, give y'all an introduction to them, so that if you liked them, that you could follow their career, or buy their merch and albums, and that's what I was going to do. But then they hit me with a record label that they didn't tell me that they were a part of. And this record label is an independent record label themselves, and they're small. And for making me feel bad because I only have 100+ viewers or 100+ followers on my fucking channel. You're lucky if you fucking get 100 people at your concert with that fucking attitude, dude. Don't eat. Who fucking gave you my email? Like, was it? And now I'm thinking that the artist like magically for like a week fucking made their own record label, and they fucking said, "Oh no, cease and desist because we want money." Don't do that. Like, don't do that. No, JTG, this is something that I'm passionate about, bro. Like, I love music. I love the people that perform it. I love the people that make it. I love people that take the time and are literally fearless in putting their voice on a recording, or their play, the way that they play their musical instruments on a recording, and they want to share that to the world. That is fearless. That is admirable. That is inspiring. And that shit is the type of stuff that freaking gets me going. And if I was not passionate about music, I would not have tried to do what I was trying to do. Thank you, Clausies. No. You know, thank you for thank you for introducing your friend to me, because like literally, dude, that's all that actually calmed me down. I mean, scripting radio shows is not easy, especially if you're trying to do a really good introduction for each song that you're going to do. You know, it's not easy scripting it. It's not easy getting the look. I mean, small, but you know, this was gonna be my transition. Like, look, I worked hard. You don't know how long I spent like an hour scouring like how to fade music videos, or how to fade videos in Streamlabs. Like, I was literally trying to learn that, and look, it would have been smooth too. Look, it's smooth. It's nice and small. You know, nice and slow, soothing, and everything. No worries, JTG. Much love to you, bro. As well, man. No, Clausies, that's what I was going to do. That's what my whole idea and everything was. I had a radio show lined up. It got taken away from me. All I was trying to do was build a portfolio of portfolios, stream content, so that I can give people that type of, you know, recordings and stuff. You know, I worked my ass off to try to freaking do a good quality freaking like show that maybe someone would be like, you know what, I'm going to take a shot on this floating voice. We don't know what the hell he looks like. We don't know what he does. But he does quality scripts on his freaking shows, and he does really good delivery on doing that. Nobody will know now, you know, and I can't just freaking do it for y'all. You know, you know what I mean? Like, without no goddamn music, it's freaking stupid. I mean, just for freaking having like 8 folks in here on me venting was freaking crazy. Like, thank you, everybody. It's just frustrating because, you know, It's like one of the songs that I was going to showcase on this stream. Like literally, it was about a relationship that went sour. It went bad, but it's like the excitement of the relationship beforehand. You know, the excitement of the relationship going into it. You're just like, damn, this person's sick. This person does this. This person acts like this. This person is like, I rocks with this person. I have fun with this person. When it gets serious, this person takes care of me. You know, like at the beginning, the honeymoon of a relationship is when you're like, damn, this girl is fine, and I'm gonna be with her. But then the hard work comes like time after that, where it's like, oh shoot, you do that while you're sleeping, or some stuff that relationships, you see the good and you see the ugly side of everybody. So the song that I was going to show you tonight was talking about how it went really bad, and it's so confusing how the relationship got bad that it's no one's fault. And the relationship just lost its go. No, I'm not talking about a relationship that I went through. I've been with note everybody. I've been with Lady Alice since like freshman year in college. So just to give you some history, definitely. But but when you have friends that are involved in relationships, you hear it. You hear it. You hear how happy they are to try to be on top of that. I even had a fucking dedication. Oh my god, I had a dedication of freaking. So Angelique and Sarah, I'm sorry that your fucking dedication is not gonna be played today. I didn't even get a chance to even tell Angelique or Sarah that their dedication was not going to be played today because of bullshit. And I'm so thankful that y'all are in here, and looking out for each other, paying attention to each other's comments, because that's the type of stuff that, see, this is the community we built, everybody. We should be proud of this. And this is where I was going to freaking be, yo, proud community. Check out this music. It's pretty sick, ain't it? And it got fucking taken away from me, dude. I mean, to not put myself into financial ruin, I can't do this. I can't have the ego and say, fuck that, you're bullshit. I'm gonna freaking go ahead and still do this shit because this is my shit, and you be thankful that at least someone was gonna give your artist a check out. My ego is telling me to do that so hard right now. Like, I mean, because I believe that these artists and their songs are really freaking good. But now I'm you're just gonna take my word for it. I mean, if y'all want to really know, I could whisper you the song. But what freaking good is that gonna do? Because we're all busy, right? We all have lives. No, because I was looking into it too. Right after I got that email, I was looking up Twitch copyright things, and if I got 3 strikes, yo, I'm gonna lose you guys. And I think that all 3 strikes could have come from one stream. Like if like 3 people complained, or 3 artists or 3 labels or whatever freaking complained, 3 strikes and my Twitch channel would have been terminated. I was looking at like the rules. Yeah, JTG is a sweetheart, and Israel One can't say anything bad about the guy at all. Has been with me since day one. Knight Rider and Israel One has been with me since day one on Twitch. And Lady Alice, Lady Alice was like my 4th or 5th follow after Ijar followed me. So love you, Lady Alice, but when she took her channel down because she was not on it, and she wasn't thinking about streaming anymore, so she had to take her channel down. No, man, it's easy, dude. JTG. Zicky Dice has a really awesome community, and we were going to meet each other and anyway through there. It was just inevitable. Like, Zicky Dice is an amazing dude, and man, like, without his positivity and his FU to close doors, I mean, that's basically all that's holding me together right now. Is that Zicky Dice? The story about him is he was a wrestler for NWA, got released, and because of differences or they basically didn't see eye to eye on the direction of the character or the wrestler of Zicky Dice in NWA. So Zicky Dice didn't want to conform, felt that he is a wrestler that can make a difference and will make a difference. So he didn't sign back with NWA, or NWA didn't pursue signing him again, is what I'm getting. And Zicky Dice went on Twitch, and he does many different avenues of entertainment. He has a band. He has his Twitch. He's a Twitch streamer. He's a content creator. And he ended up getting signed by Impact Wrestling a year after. And so he didn't like let closed doors get to him. He literally kicked the door open by being an all-around entertaining mother blumper. And I don't know why I said mother blumper when I've been swearing the whole damn time. So, at any rate, I mean, that's the kind of stories that inspire me to freaking go and do just say, all right, well, this happened. What can I do? And it's like, what am I going to do? What kind of, if I want to continue French press sessions, do I have to come up with a new way of doing about it? Because what French press sessions initially was that I was going to interview Twitch streamers and talk about their channels and their content. But each time when I did that, something happened in my life or something happened in their lives where it never mixed, and literally French press sessions, the way that it was going to go was I was only going to have one show every 3 months because everybody gets busy, life happens. People that need to find jobs, people that need to go to school, and people that need to do what they need to do what they need to do. Ain't no ifs, ands about it, So that was what the initial thing was. And I seen it successfully done because Late Night Crunch did a podcast where she interviewed ARP. And then after that, they played a game together and all that stuff. And I thought that's exactly what it's supposed to be. That to give what this was supposed to be when I was thinking about it in February 2020 was to do that. But then it just never matched up with it, and I just put it aside. And now I'm regretting that, because what if there were Twitch streamers that wanted to do that and I had the chance to? I mean, Late Night Crunch, maybe I have to. Maybe I have to rethink of it. Maybe I have to do it. Hey, what's up, Rosie? What's up, Cube Doy? Your boy is feeling bad, Cube Doy. I got told by a record label to cease and desist my stream tonight to not showcase music because I had to compensate them. And the artist that I was trying to showcase on the stream did not tell me that they were on a record label. So no stream. Just a damn coffee mug with my name on it. Thank you, Lady Alice. Lady Alice is giving me a hug right now. Hey, Lady Alice, people don't believe you. How long have we been together?
Over 10 years.
Oh, can you just...
Over 10 years?
Yeah, we've been together for over 10 years, right? Right, Lady Alice? Or am I losing my mind? Dude, no, guess what? No, so the story I can tell you about this. This is something I'm really proud about. So, I never asked Lady Alice for a gift. I never asked her to buy me anything for my birthday or Christmas. And she, in our relationship, she's done it a few times, and I said you didn't have to. She literally knew that when she gave me this mug like a year ago, right before I was starting to stream. She knew ahead of my streaming that I played Among Us with Knight Rider and our friends. So we were playing Among Us on Knight Rider's stream, and then Knight Rider was telling me, "Hey, you should stream." And I'm like, "You sure?" He's like, "Yeah, you should stream." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then so Lady Alice said, "I like she literally has like a person on Etsy that she gets custom stuff made for." And so this Etsy person made a coffee mug with my character's color and hat and the name that I had when I was running around trying to murder people in Among Us. So literally that's what I'm proud of. That's what you guys see every time when I start a show, because that dude, I'm proud of that. Lady Alice hit it in the head, dude. One, I love coffee. And two, you know, that was my character, dude. Like, if she didn't pay attention to it and it would have been purple with like a freaking clown hat on it, then I would have been like, you know, it's the thought that counts. But she literally remembered my favorite color, which was yellow, and the hat that my character wore. Like, literally. I know. Dude, Lady Alice created a mug that is going to live as my start out for all of my streams. So, at any rate, so that's what's happening, Cubedoy. I was going to do a music video song show tonight. I need water or something. And I was told to cease, to not do it. I was told to not air it or to compensate them. And knowing what that meant, and working for a producer that has his own record label, and I had to literally call him after I got the email, and he said, "Yeah, dude, you're gonna have to compensate that, or you know it could get worse. They could sue you for a lot of money." You know, saying that, oh, the music that you're gonna play was so BA that it was gonna get you hundreds of follows, and it was gonna get you hundreds of subs or biddies or whatever money that was gonna come my way, and they were gonna take that and then some, because they have the power to do that apparently. So that's basically the story. And Ijart01 is he's like basically like the person in the courtroom that's taking the minutes. Like, literally everything that he's saying is correct. And unfortunately, Cubedoy, I can't say the artist or the record label, because then I'm going to be slamming them and I'm going to be slandering them. They could say, "Oh, we didn't tell them to do that." And then they would sue me for whatever else they could sue me for. So I can't tell you who did that, because that would be slander. So I'm not gonna like literally. I'm not trying to catch cases, people. I'm not trying to catch nothing. I'm trying to provide some content and give you all something that is really awesome. And I thought it was really awesome. From what it appears like for everybody, it was awesome. And it's taken away from me. So, at any rate, it was Cubedoy, but it has to remain in my headphones apparently. So, at any rate, everybody, look, I'm not gonna waste any more time. I spent an hour just airing my grievances, and I think that this is needed. I mean, Kazu Trash Gaming did it on his channel. Fast forward the first 4 hours, and then in the last hour of talking to him, that's what he basically he would say what was the situation on why he needed to vent. But I felt like venting this out because one, I don't stream on Fridays, and I was gonna freaking stream this now, like it was gonna be at 8 o'clock. It was literally going to be at 8 o'clock where this whole thing was going to start. And the thing is like every time when I think about it, every time when I'm like, dude, like, I'm looking at the freaking scripts I wrote, dude. I'm looking at these, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at the scripts I wrote. I had everything queued up. So I could transition from one to the other, and I had the playlist queued up so that it would be smooth. And I worked and during my Wednesday and Thursday, I was literally working hard on trying to master, like, making smooth transitions without making it look hella amateurish and stuff. And that's gone. So just saying, everybody, look, it's okay to follow the rules, and it's okay to do what you need to do. But honesty is a two-way street. All of this would have been thwarted if the artist just told me that they were signed. Because on their YouTube channel, it doesn't say that they were signed. They didn't say their record label. They didn't say a website. They didn't do anything. It was just basically a song, their name, and their YouTube channel. And that was it. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was all that the channel had. If emailing back and forth, to get an email from someone I don't know telling me that, hey, you need to stop. It's like, come on, man. Like, dude, it's coming from I felt that this was coming from the right place. Sorry to go back and forth on it, but it's not like I'm pawning it off and saying, yo, everybody, I wrote this song, check this out. I'm not doing that. I'm giving all credit, well-deserved credit, to you, the artist. And if you're saying, yeah, this is a great idea, cool, let's go, and then you don't tell me that you have a record label, and then all of a sudden I get an email from Bippy McSticky, and he fucking says, hey, no, this so-and-so is on a record label, and you need to compensate the artist if you're gonna play their music, or we will sue if you don't compensate. It's like, oh, okay, you don't think I know that? The ignorance is that I work for a producer that has their own record label. I know the big situations. If you have copyrighted music, you cannot showcase that because it's copyrighted. It's owned by someone else. I, as the streamer, I have no right to that song. So they could come at me. So the grievance has been said. I put it all out there. I feel a little bit better now that I swore a little bit. Sorry for everyone that's under 18. I didn't even put am I gonna get in trouble for that? Because I didn't put plus 18 on the damn thing. Am I gonna get screwed for that? Someone? Twitch? Are you guys gonna freaking mess me up because of that now? So my Friday is all messed up. And I'm just thankful that y'all took the chance to hear me out. Late night crunch, yeah, it kind of does sometimes. Not bad for a guy that doesn't, right? On my streams. No. Q-Doy, you're a gem, dude. You're a gem. Um, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. But I don't even want to play games right now. Like, I literally just feel that this is bullshit. You know, this is, and again, kids, people under 18. Look, swearing only gets you in trouble. But I'm sorry that I have to say some words at this point because I'm pissed. You know. And parents, if you have kids around you, please, I'm sorry. don't let your look. Turn away. I vented already. It's all good. I just don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the night. So, at any rates, everyone, thank you so much for being here. It makes me feel a lot better, for sure. And you know, this door closed. I mean, this chapter has ended abruptly. I mean, this book ended abruptly, and it didn't even go past the introduction of the damn book. But I will try to find other ways to do this podcast. And, you know, maybe one day, someday, maybe Monday, maybe Sunday. I have no idea. But, I mean, right now, my mind is, like, in a loss for it. You two are adorable. Lena Gretchen, Q-Doy. Thank you for making me smile and laugh. But, you know, I guess that is what it has to take. If you want to create content and if you want to do something that is fun, you gotta just keep at it. You know, don't let. I mean, when I lost that radio show job in 2020, I was in a very dark place. This just made me think about that. This right here made me think about that, and I remember where I was. And the dark place that I'm talking about is not self-harm. It's not any of that. But again, it was just basically like I was going to literally take care of myself and my girlfriend, where we didn't have to worry about it no more. And for that contract to be ripped away was like the worst thing that could be ever done. So, at any rates, my friends, you know, I think I deserve a pizza tonight. I don't know, man. I think oh no, Lady Alice is cooking dinner right now. Damn. Well, maybe I deserve something tomorrow. I have no idea. But feels bad, peoples. It feels bad, but I'm gonna go and try to figure this out somehow. But at any rates, everybody, thank you so much for passing through and checking in on me. So again, at 8 o'clock tonight, there will be no stream. It has been canceled due to email from a record label. I guess we could call the rep or the person that emailed me Jerky McFlirty or whatever. Jerky McDirty. We will call that person Jerky McDirty. Emailed me and said, "Do not play music on your stream." Oh my God, royalty in the chat. B&H Lomat, what is up? B&H, do you know the story of what happened? Because, long story short, B&H, I'm going to cut through the emotions and all that stuff. I was going to do a podcast show that I always wanted to do, introduce new music to you guys, to an audience. And I found music from a few artists, and one of the artists I spoke to and I wanted to showcase their music, and they said, "Green light, go for it." And then I get an email, and if so, I mean, let's rewind a little bit more. 2 weeks ago, I reached out to this artist and I said, "Hey, I want to showcase your music on my show on Twitch, and just give you." Because you should not have the total of views that you should have. You should have millions of views on your freaking YouTube music video. And the person was like saying, yeah, yeah, you could totally use my music video and talk about my music and stuff. So for 2 weeks, I was working on scripts, listening to some of the songs and saying, hey, I was going to introduce like 3 songs from them. And I was going to go ahead and do that and do a music video / radio show at 8 o'clock tonight. And then I got an email like about freaking an hour and 40 minutes ago, like around 3 o'clock, that said, hi, we are the record label for blah, blah, blah. We heard that you were going to play a music video from them. We need either compensation for that or, do not air that music or we will sue you for playing copyrighted music. And I'm like, well, then I got worried. Then I looked up on Twitch and like I saw the 3-strike rule. Like you could get 3 strikes in one stream or something, and that could terminate your channel. So if 3 songs were played, and I'm thankful that I read the email, because if I would play 3 songs and they said, oh, they could open new 3 separate cases to strike me down and take away my channel. So now I can't. Now, I even talked to my producer about it for a little bit, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, feels bad, but yeah, they could sue you for money. They could sue you and then some. They could get more from you, not just subs, not just biddies, whatever you would have gotten from that stream. They would have sued you for more. And the potential of that was really horrible. So with that being said, I'm not streaming it, and I emailed them back and I said, all right, well, the stream is not going to be aired. Thank you for letting me know. But again, the whole thing, B&H, was that the artist didn't even tell me that they were on a record label, dude. They just said, yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Yeah, you could showcase these songs. Yeah, you could tell them, a little bio of me. Exactly. B&H, you hit it right on the head. I was looking away while I was talking, but you hit it right on the head. They did not tell me they were signed. If you like, when I looked on their YouTube channel, it just literally says a little snippet of them. It literally just has where they're from, and in their YouTube music video has no inclination that it had a record label on it. It didn't even have a trademark on it. It didn't have trademarks on it at all. And it didn't even have that. It didn't say Island or RCA. It didn't say Sony. It didn't say any of that. It just said artist, name of song, and then underneath or right after that, music video. For 2 weeks, we were going back and forth and saying, like, hey, yeah, that sounds great. And I was like, even going through I was even showing them what I was going to write. Like, I showed them what I was going to say, because I'm not here to demean anybody. One, I'm not a shock jock, and I'm not here for the shock quality. I'm only going to share music that I have, like, only what I feel is truthful. And I'm not here to hurt them. I'm not here to slander nobody. And if it was music that I didn't like, it doesn't matter. That's my preference. But even at that, I love all music. I was going to even showcase songs that were not that were in the in the other parts of the album that they feel weren't hits or something. Like, I was like saying, hey, what songs were you going to release? And I'm like, what about this song right here? You didn't talk about this song. This song's really good. Like, that's what I love about music, is like, if you buy an album from an artist and you listen to the whole record from start to finish, if you had the time to, you'll hear some songs that the artist or the record label didn't want released, and you're like thinking, why? You're sitting there thinking, why this gem is not going to be played? Like, I want to play that. I want to showcase that. I want you to show me that. And I want to show that to my audience, to my peoples, to the peeps that the royalties in the chat, and to whomever wants is here to find little small me. But that was it. It was not coming from a malicious place. I was just trying to. Shed some light and say this artist has this many views and it's freaking a crime. It's literally robbery that you have that low view count on such an amazing song. Now I can't freaking even say that because your record label hit me. So, artists, if you're freaking hearing this, and if you were going to see if I was going to show your song, I am not. I'm going to hang by the rules, and I do not have funds for you or your label, so I cannot air this stream, and I cannot mention your name because then you're going to slander me and say that I'm slandering you. So before we all get into that horrible, stupid bullshit, let's just fucking be real clear that if you knew you were signed, you should have said something. Because then I wouldn't have gone 2 weeks of my fucking life to put a script together to freaking showcase freaking songs. To that person, do you not realize that I had dedications for this stream from people that actually wanted to send a very heartfelt message to the person that they love? Did you not know that? I had dedications to some of the songs on the stream that I scripted with your vibing with you, so that I could get some of your friends on here too. And I said, hey, what about this song? You want to dedicate that song to your friend or to your significant other, to your loved one? And they were like, yeah. And I can't fucking do it now because your label fucking emailed me and said that I can't do it. Thank you, Manny. I appreciate you, brother. Royalty in the chat. Manny Fresh, what's up? Manny Fresh, we're playing Rocket League, right? I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep my mind off of some horrible shit. But, dude, we're going to play Rocket League, Manny Fresh, and it's going to be the most freshest thing. And so playing Rocket League with you, Manny Fresh, is going to get so fresh that you have to freaking change your name to Manny to Freshness. That's how our thing's going to be like. That's right, B&H. If they just if they just said that they are being featured on Apple Music, or they were a spotlighted artist on Spotify or some shit, they should have fucking told me that. But they didn't. They just released a damn music video that's generic as, like, my freaking uncle's humor. And it's like, first of all, you're on a label. Your record label should be ashamed for fucking having you put out a music video that was so generic and general the way that it is. Because you didn't deserve that, dude. You didn't fucking deserve your music to be generalized and generic and treated like trash. If I had the money and if I had the clout to freaking open my own record label, your music video would not be fucking shedded on like that. Because I would be like, let me reach out to some radio stations. Let me reach out to college stations. Let me reach out to freaking things. Let's showcase your shit on freaking Twitch. Let's freaking get everyone involved in a virtual concert so that we can release your record. I don't see none of that from your record label for you. I see none of that shit for you. I see none of that. So for your record label to fucking have your music video as generic as shit as that, I am sorry for you. Because if you signed your dotted line on a record label that would treat you like shit, I am sorry for you. I wish that I had millions of dollars and I wish I had a record label, because if I signed you, I would fucking try to push your shit until we're both in a fucking Motel 6 eating fucking ramen for the rest of our lives. That's how much I believed in your music. I'm sorry that I had to fucking go off kilter again. But as you could look, peeps, this is not freaking fake at all. Like, I am 100% dedicated to music. I'm thankful for the job that I got now, and I'm thankful for the people I've met and the people that I'm working with now. And of course, I cannot play my producer's label's music because one, the label's not off the ground. Two, the label's not named, but they're working on copyrights for their label. So again, this is a reimagined record label. This was something that was taken away from all of us in 2020. And instead of me working in a small town as a radio host, the record label signed me up and said, "Hey, do you want to help us mix?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then the label closed down because the pandemic hit in 2020. Now we're here in 2022, and the Omicron's going crazy. You know, we might be in for it again, and we have to hold on again to see what the situation is. Are we going to have funds to freaking run the label now? Or are we going to have to close it down like we did in 2022, 2020? So that's the thing that messes me up, you know? It's like, I understand the pandemic, I get it. I understand why I lost my job, I got it. I'm pushing forward and I'm not giving up, and that's all that I got left. Is that I have a never say never mentality. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And that's just it. You know, I did not do my own podcasts or shows when I lost my position in 2020 because I was like, well, if I'm not going to waste all my energy on it if I'm not going to get, paid for it. And that's the fucking thing. I shouldn't have thought about that. I love doing that. And Twitch solidifies it. Twitch was actually the one thing that helped me out. Because it's kind of like a podcast, but it's like basically live, and you're going to catch me in my fails and all my freaking crazinesses. So, at any rates, y'all, like, I'm probably going to stew on this for like a few days. But I'm expecting all of you. B&H Lomat, I'm expecting you. Manny Fresh, I'm expecting you. I'm expecting all of you to stream so that I could go in there, enjoy myself, so that I could take my mind off of a situation that was so fucked. This is the reason why I'm so thankful for our community, is because we watch each other, we support each other, and we're not dicks to each other. We are genuinely loving each other's stuff. And if that's what we get, then we should be proud of that, because you should be proud of that. The content you create is the reason why I'm following you. It's not because we were friends. I didn't know B&H Lomat. I sure as hell don't remember meeting Manny Fresh. All of you were here. Holy shit, B&H Lomat. Are you freaking serious, bro? Lone Matt, dude. You really didn't have to do that, bro. Lomat, dude, you're a blessing, bro. Thank you. Acoustic Fan, the guy. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with everybody. Acoustic Fan and I have been communicating every day when I said that I was gonna do this radio concept or this podcast concept, and Acoustic Fan was juiced for it. Acoustic Fan, let me tell you what happened. Long story short. Yeah, Acoustic Fan, I don't know, dude. Streamlabs is like Rocket League to me. Streamlabs to you is like Rocket League to me. I get no assists, no saves for anything that I do in Rocket League. You don't even post links, and you literally get crapped on by Streamlabs. Maybe it's because, well, I thought you had like an underscore or something in there. But again, B&H Lomat, this shout. I wish I had. Okay, so On this stream, I turned off all alerts and everything because I wanted to give respect to the music that was going to be played. So all of my sound alerts are my other thing. So that's why you're not seeing, that's why you're not hearing your alerts and stuff like that, because I wanted to give a fair shake to the music that I was going to show. So, acoustic fan. Long story short, I was working on I was working on scripts and this show for 2 weeks. I notified everybody on Discord privately that I was going to do something as a pilot, on today at 8 o'clock. So what happened was, during the 2 weeks, I was going back and forth with artists, and I'm not going to say their names because again they could come at me for slander and say that that never happened. But I was in communication with an artist and say, hey, I want to showcase my on my stream your songs, and I think that some of your songs would be great, and we could have some people dedicate to their significant others because this song is really dope. And so the artist was like telling me, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. The artist didn't tell me that they were signed, Acoustic Fan. The artist didn't tell me they were signed. Oh, royalties in the chat. Callistamere, you and Acoustic Fan came in at the right time. So Callistamere, this is what was going to happen. I was going to have a music video, music song show where I was going to introduce new music to everybody, that from people that are low view, low count on plays, but their music is amazing. And I was going to give these artists, my platform, our community, a chance to listen to their music, and you decide as an audience if you want to follow their career or not. And there was no mention that I was going to take credit for any of this. I was just giving them a place to get interviewed, to get prepared for their music career, because this is what it is. You release records, your record label, does what they do. Their PR people reach out to radio stations, and you get interviews. That's what I was just basically to give some people that need to be discovered. This is all I was trying to do. So I was going back and forth with a few artists during the time. Only one artist came at me and said, dude, yeah, I would like to, give you 3 of my songs. You can have people dedicate their stuff to this one. This is really cool. I was like, thank you. And then and what ended up happening was that I got an email about at 3 o'clock, 2 hours ago, that said, from the artist's record label, and says, hey, we heard that you wanted to use songs from so-and-so's albums and whatnot, yada yada yada, we need compensation for that, yada yada yada, do not show it if the artist is not going to be compensated, like, long story short. So obviously, I'm shocked by that because the artist didn't tell me they were signed. The artist didn't tell me they were signed, Acoustic Fan and Callistamere. That's the fucked up thing about it. For the past 2 weeks, I've been working on radio scripts to freaking give a very detailed, a very small detail. I wasn't going to bore you with the whole life story of the artist, but like literally I was going to give this introduction, the best introductions that I could, because I believed in this artist's music. But when I looked at that artist's music, it was generic. It was basically a YouTube video that said name of artist, song, and that was it. It didn't in the contents of the video. It had no mention of a record label. It had no mention that they were signed. It had no mention that they were being featured in anywhere, and they didn't even have a website. I googled their freaking name, and it didn't show anything other than a Spotify page with the same songs on it. So, on the Spotify channel, there's no mention of a freaking record label. All of a sudden now, at 3 o'clock, I get an email that says, hey, compensate us for if you're going to use the music, or do not play it. And I scripted everything. I wasn't gonna go off the top of my dome like I usually do and freaking just put things out there like I can. I mean, I could, but now I don't have any content for you. I don't have no songs because they told me not to play it if I don't pay them. So here I am sitting, and we're all staring at this wonderful freaking Japes Jr. mug that freaking Lady Alice blessed me with before I started streaming. And now, thanks to CubeDoy, I'm proud of it because it's iconic, apparently. But this freaking mug, it means so much to me. Thank you. Dude, royalty keeps coming in. Real Kai Ken, what is up? Real Kai Ken, I'm not going to bore you with or anything, but do you know what's going on here? Do you know what's going on, Real Kai Ken? Yeah, no, dude, seriously, when I opened the box. So real real quick, and everyone, this is gonna bore you, but I'm gonna tell Real Kaiken what's going on. Real Kaiken, for 2 weeks, I've been working on this podcast show called French Press Sessions, where I was gonna introduce new music to all of you, because not only are you all amazing, but you all need to know amazing music. So I was going to, I was for 2 weeks, I was going through every freaking thing, YouTube, like Apple Music. I was going through a bunch of freaking medias, even SoundCloud, to find artists so I can showcase on my freaking thing. Well, there's one artist, and I'm not gonna name names because they could sue me for freaking slander or some shit, that had a music video on their YouTube. It didn't have any mention of a label. It didn't have mention of a Spotify. It didn't have a mention of being spotlighted in anything else. I literally Googled the artist, and it brought me to only a Spotify page which had the same songs on it. So I reached out to the artist, and I said, hey, I would like to, showcase these songs on here, and I want to have people dedicate songs to their significant others, because there was 2 songs that were actually freaking brilliant. And the artist was like, yeah, dude, yeah, I would love for you to do that, or yeah, let's go. I'm all for it. So for 2 weeks, I've been going back and forth, and I was giving this artist, and unfortunately, some of the artists never reached out to me. So I was going to use this artist's album or songs to showcase that, and I switched it up. Instead of showing a bunch of different music from different music artists, it was going to be this person. And so this person, I was sharing my intros. I was sharing like what I loved about the song. I was gonna do a whole shebang. It was basically going to be an artist showcase. At 3:00 today, I received an email from that artist's record label saying that, hey, we know that you're going to be interviewing so and so. You're going to be doing a stream. Apparently, you're going to showcase some songs. Well, the artist needs some compensation for this, and on top of that, if you're not going to be compensated, we will sue you. So I can't showcase it. The fucked up thing about it, Acoustic Fan, is that the artist didn't tell me they were signed. We've been communicating through emails for 2 weeks. I literally was going to fucking be like, do you not, guys and ladies and gentlemen, you would not understand how psyched I was, because if this worked, like I was telling that artist, I was like, if you have friends that are interested in getting their music showcased on here, or a record showcased on here, reach out to me. Give them my email, and I would love for them to be showcased on this. And if this was going to be a 2-week thing where every 2 weeks you get a French press sessions, at least you got freaking some French, goddamn press sessions. You know what I mean? At least you would have fucking got that. But now you don't got that. So I'm sitting here looking at this iconic mug with you all. You know what I mean? For 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, I was working my ass off for this. And for Wednesday and Thursday, I didn't stream because I was working on this. I was in the Mana Sultan's stream because we were playing against an SSL ranked player, and 5 versus 1 SSL guy, and even Cubedoy was there, and we were handed a horrible shellacking by this guy, and it was not even close, and that is 5 versus 1. That would, and I literally had that on my channel because I was hosting the Mana Sultan when he was doing that. But that was the fucking kind of content that I missed out on because I was working on this. Recording artists and bands, seriously. There are people out there like me that want your music to be showcased. If you are signed with your record label, you need to work with them to get your PR up. You really need to work with your record label and say, no, I feel that I need to do some interviews. I need to do some shows. My music, I stand by my music. Support me. Feel supported. Like, seriously. Don't fucking egg people like me that say, oh yeah, dude, I want to do an interview with you. Oh yeah, I want to freaking showcase my music with you. Oh yeah, I want to do this. Oh yeah, I want to do that. And then fucking hit me on the day 4 hours prior to us talking on Discord to get things situated, to tell me that your record label is going to freaking sue me if I freaking play your shit. That's fucked up. Like, I mean, like, and here's the thing, Real Kaiken, Akusa Fan, Kalismir, and everybody. If this guy was signed, right? Why is the record label accepting a generic YouTube video to represent a beautiful song? If I was a record label, if I was someone of a manager, if I was this person's PR, I'm busting my ass to freaking get this guy on radio. I'm busting my ass to get this woman on radio. I'm busting my ass to get any band on radio. Because if the artist believes in the music, then there's no fakeness behind that genuine display. If you notice, some songwriters don't even make it big on record labels. You know why? Because artists that are genuine, that put their stuff all out there with no fear, they get their own success in their own ways. That's why you don't hear some independent artists, but they've been playing music and they've been touring and they've been doing this thing for years because they have the drive and the passion to freaking put it out there, and on top of that, not lie in their music. This is what that artist had. This artist had the conviction, the freaking ability, and the talent to make sure that this song would have been played in weddings, would have been played in graduations, and would have been played in places that meant for it to be. But this artist, and I hope you're listening, and again, I'm not going to say your name, but I really do hope you're listening. For this artist to be represented in such a shitty fucking way, you're getting played. You're getting played. Because if I was on your record label, I would be saying that is not fucking good enough. To just have a YouTube video with your name, the name of your song, and that's it, that's not good enough. This song needs to be played in freaking places where love is going to be freaking cherished. This is a song that needed to be played at places that can inspire something from them. It would have inspired stronger friendships. It would have inspired stronger wedding proposals. It would have done wonders for connection with people, because that song was the fucking shit, dude. To fucking have your record label email me at 3 o'clock today telling me that I can't play your song. It is the worst. Again, guys, I know that you just got in here, but in 2020, I had a job lined up to be a radio host, and it got taken away from me. This fucking brought back all the feelings that I had in 2020. I remember the second guesses. I remember me. Am I good enough? Did I deserve to get fired? Did I do enough? I started to second guess everything. I started to second guess myself. This job was going to make me and Lady Alice not worry about things anymore. She was going to be taken care of. And for me to tell her that I got fired. I don't know if any of you have ever got fired before, but if you got fired and you had to tell your loved ones, do you know how hard that is? Do you know how hard it is to tell somebody that you got fired? Do you know what soul searching you have to do to tell people that you failed when you know that you didn't? Do you know that? Do you know that feeling? That desperate feeling where you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? That just brought back, that email at 3 o'clock brought all of that fear back. And that fucking sucks. I hope none of you have to go through it. I hope none of you face the day, because I had to face it, and let me tell you, it was a fucking nightmare. Sleepless nights, not knowing if you had enough money for the simplest of things. Sacrificing a bunch of shit and selling off a bunch of stuff because you didn't know if you had money in a month or two. I hope that none of you face that. Because let me tell you, the only reason why I got out of that alive was because Lady Alice stayed by me. And I reminded myself every day that I have the ability to overcome, and I knew deep down that I was never a person to give up. That was the only things that was keeping me going to find myself on Twitch. Royalties in the chat. Wolf Gaming, thank you very much for being here. So Wolf, I don't know. Long story short, dude, the reason why I'm having the stream and the reason why you're staring at this now iconic mug by Lady Alice, is I was gonna do a music song radio show showcasing an artist. For 2 weeks, me and the artist were going back and forth, and it was gonna happen at 8 o'clock tonight, my time. The artist never told me that they were signed. So the record label reached out to me at 3 o'clock today, telling me that either compensate the artist or don't play it. It is the scariest. Wolf Gaming hit it on head. It is the scariest thing to ever deal with. I mean, to the point where, dude, you know, it's like, and this is not even gender specific. This is not man of the house, woman of the house. This is like, as a fucking responsible adult, the undisputed whispered truth is that if someone loses their job, they fucking deserved it. Or they're not good enough, or they didn't freaking work hard enough, or they didn't do that. I say that's fucking shit, because I worked my ass off for that radio show. I fucking put in the time. I freaking went through every freaking thing that they wanted me. If they wanted me to do a 15-minute show, I gave it to them, and that's why I got hired. Other than the pandemic, that was the only reason why I got fired. I didn't get fired for being careless. I didn't get fired for being a person that was lazy. I never got fired for freaking or put under the bus by someone saying that, oh, by the way, we're joking. You're a joke. So I didn't freaking get fired, and I don't I got fired for only the safety of the radio station. Apparently, I think that I got fired because they wanted to make sure that they had enough money, or they were going to have money to survive the pandemic. I honestly, I was so in shock I didn't even ask. You know? I'm gonna let that pass. I'm gonna let that pass. I'm gonna let that pass. I'm gonna be honest with you, everyone. If I'm not responding to each and every one of your comments, it's because I'm in a shock right now. I'm revisiting some things where it's like, holy shit. And Kazu Trash Gaming is right. I think that as a content creator, it is nice to show the human side, but this is some shit. This is some fucked up shit. Sorry for swearing. If there's kids around, I apologize. But this is some crap that I really hope that y'all don't face. I judging from all of your streams and judging from all of you and your characters all the way, like, you all are committed individuals that are smart. And that's the thing, man. You all are smart with your content, and you all are great performers and streamers. The one thing that I can hang my hat on right now is that I can grow from this. Like tomorrow is going to be Saturday, and Saturday may have a new challenge for me, and taking it by day, but I'm hurting right now, dude. You don't even know. 2 weeks of hard work, 2 weeks on a project, just to be told to stop. Just to be told to stop. To be told that you can't do it. Because you need to pay someone. And that's not the fucked up thing about it. The thing that I'm upset at is honesty. If the artist was just honest and told me at the beginning that they were signed, I wouldn't have put 2 weeks of effort to put together. And I even timed it, ladies and gentlemen. I timed it. It was going to be an hour. It was an hour. I worked hard on my scripting, and that's what scripting is basically just making sure that you go from one segment to the other segment smoothly in a timely manner. So this was only going to be an hour, and my venting is 2 hours deep. You know what I mean? Like, 2 hours deep is the reason why. Like, I mean, come on, man. So, I could do status quo and shit. I could be like, dude, I'm gonna move on from this. I'm gonna work on this. But that's what I do, and that's what y'all should do. If a door closes, don't think about it too much. Like, I was thinking about it. That's why I had to stream it. I was so pissed that I was gonna do the mistake of holding it in and all that stuff. So big shout out to Kazu Trash Gaming. Thank you for showing us that Twitch streams could be helpful and therapeutic. So thank you, Kazu Trash Gaming. Appreciate you. I can't shout anyone out because I'm not on that on Streamlabs, if that makes any sense. Basically, this was going to be so stripped because I wanted the music to play without, getting rickrolled or, you know what I mean? Like, having some weird stuff coming in the middle of the song. So I didn't want to do that. So, at any rate, everyone, that's right, Wolf. And unfortunately, we are all caught up in things that shouldn't be even a thought in our heads. We shouldn't be caring about how we look. We shouldn't be caring about how we act. What we should be caring about is not hurting each other and being respectful to the point where if someone is not feeling comfortable or with you doing something, you shouldn't be doing it, and you should be smart enough to know what that is. I mean, the more I think about this, the more that I'm shedding tears. The more I feel so, I feel so deflated. I feel like I got fired, even though I'm not. I'm not. Even though, Twitch has, and you all have blessed me with so much that I'm not gonna ask for more. B&H Lomad, damn that you should. I wish you didn't do that, but like you're an amazing streamer yourself, dude. Like you don't we your support like that. This is not what I was asking for. I wasn't asking for subs out of pity. I was literally telling y'all that I was going to do something that I felt was amazing, and I got freaking shitted on at the very last minute. It's the shittiest fucking situation known. When you are passionate about something and you're being told by an entity that you didn't know existed that you can't do it, and the person that you were trying to freaking like literally give a freaking shining light to, trust it. I only have 100 plus followers, but trust me when I say this. I know that a handful or even more we're going to dig this music I was going to play for you today. I know for a fact, because we talk all the time about music and stuff that we're into, and you share it on your streams. I know you'd have liked this. I know you would have. But now this got me jaded. Now I was about to say, hey, if you're a singer-songwriter, if you're a singer-songwriter and you would like to be interviewed, and please provide me your album and let me look into it, let me listen to it, and then we could set up a time and we could talk about your album. Now, after mother freaking talk like this, well, if you're a singer-songwriter and you want your music to be showcased on French Press Sessions, please let me know. If you have a record label, if you want payment for your appearance, if you would like to be compensated for time spent in the stream, and give me the rates of your hourly, because it may be an hour or two of the show. And I don't want to talk like that. I don't want to fucking talk like a damn contract. You signed the contract. I don't want to fucking be a contract in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, and that's the thing, Late Night Crunch. That's the thing. We don't, like, and Wolf says this best, and everybody, I know that you stand by me when we say that. I don't pay attention to who subs in my channel. That is not the focal point. The focal point is that we are all here to support each other, to freaking give each other that innovative inspiration, so that you can freaking feel comforted in knowing that you're a competent content creator and you can fucking do this. That is the only reason why our community is amazing like that. You don't have to spend money to be on my channel, because that is not why this was created. This was created like a mixture of Kazu and everyone else. Kazu came in here because we were in a pandemic, and he wanted to meet people that were interested in games. Well, guess what? So am I. Knight Rider wanted to freaking do Twitch so that he could play games and meet people that play the games. Guess what? So am I. I didn't come on here freaking thinking that I was going to be a star. Those people that are on Twitch that have millions of followers and that are freaking having thousands of people watch them a day, they deserve it. They deserve it because they put out content that they feel that they want to put out, and they are getting rewarded handsomely. And for that, you deserve all that you deserve. For people like me that want to be part of community, that's all it really was. Elena Crunch, you want to be my first my first person on French Press Sessions, huh? I mean, at this point we could do it that way, It's just that I'm lost for words, ladies and gentlemen. What do you say to somebody? Well, it's so easy to give advice to somebody when you're on the outside looking in, but I'm in the skin. I'm in the situation. I'm in it. And it's like, when something happens to you, you're just in that shock, and you know all the things that you tell people. You know what to say. You're just like, oh, easy, dude. Just, dust yourself off and go in. It's not easy when it just happened. You wouldn't say that to somebody that just broke up with someone. You wouldn't say that to somebody that just lost their job. Oh, just dust yourself off. It's no big deal. When you're in the situation and you're in the skin, it's a shock. It's a shock that is going to dive you into a swirling tornado that is literally going to be covered in questions, doubts, and freaking like thoughts. And that's where I was at before I pressed go live right now. I was literally in a tornado with second thoughts and just like, am I good enough with it? What the hell's going on here? Why wouldn't they trust me with this? Why wouldn't they trust me with their community? Royalties in chat. Captain, you're here. Captain, you are here. I don't know why it said latest followers, Wolf, because you've been here. I don't know why that happened. So, Captain, guess what? I was gonna do a music show tonight. I was working with an artist for 2 weeks. Not the artist that is with my producer and their label. No. But with an artist that had, released music on YouTube but it was low views. Like, it didn't have a lot of views on it. And I was like, why is this happening? So I reached out to the person. I was going to showcase their music on the podcast or show tonight. And I got an email at freaking 3:00 that says, "Hey, we're we represent so and so as their record label. We heard that you're gonna do a show tonight, showcasing the work of this artist or whatever, the album or whatever, and we need compensation from it, or you don't do it." Oh, you're Night Rider. Man, let me tell you, no one's late. I'm just basically who's been here since like the beginning has known that I've gone through an emotional roller coaster. Yeah, Night Rider, I know. So here's the thing. After I got that email, Night Rider, I was doing some lookups, and on Twitch you could get terminated for 3 strikes. If I did not read that email, so thank God this is what happened. Thank God I read that email. Because if I played 3 songs, the record label could open 3 different cases, bring it up to Twitch, and I could have been terminated for that. My channel would have been terminated for 3 songs. And again, thank God I read my email. So everybody read your emails. Read your emails, please. And Night Rider, I miss streaming on Wednesday and Thursday because of this. I miss streaming because I was working on this show script on for the past 2 weeks. I didn't stream on Wednesday and Thursday, and streaming's fun to me. It doesn't matter how many people are in here. Engage, play with the channel points, play with the freaking with the things that are on here, because this is interactive. This is your stream as much as mine. If you like me going all romantic and shit when fucking Careless Whisper plays, then fucking, and that gets you through your day, or you get shits and giggles for that. That's what we do. We make each other feel happy and proud. To be honest with you, I think I'm gonna take this. I'm not gonna keep this stream on because it's actually streaming on YouTube too. and again, if that artist is watching, I hope that you know that I was not out there to get you. All I was trying to do was tell a handful or a bunch of people that I think your music rocks, and I just wanted to share that with people. You had all the credit. I even showed you the introductions to each song I was going to do. This was all you, but you didn't fucking tell me you were signed. 2 weeks I put work into this scripting. 2 weeks of the scripting, making sure that all of this was 1 hour in length. I don't know if anybody knows how it's like to script. It's hard. You literally have to go through, you have to write the script out, and then you have to tweak it because each song was not more than 3 minutes. So you had to basically, like, find ways to be creative and innovative to introduce a song a little bit longer, or to introduce a song a little bit less with less time. That's what you had to do. That's what I had to do. That's what I did do. So, note to self, Twitch and YouTube. If you're a signed artist and someone like me, if you want to call me a small time streamer, do it. But for no matter what size of streamer it is, if you know that you are signed to a record label, there is red tape in a person like me to showcase your music. Your record label is there to introduce your music to the radio stations through their funds. Whatever they need to do to get your music out there, they're supposed to be doing that. And what got me emotional was because your song was so generic on YouTube. Your fucking record label should slap each other in the face. That is a fucking disrespect to the one thing that you created that was beautiful. And I'm sorry for that. And all I was trying to do is tell people, hey, this song is out there. Can you imagine this song being not discovered? That's my reaction when I first heard it. No, Night Rider, you definitely don't suck. 130 plus people say that you don't. So, you don't suck, dude. Good point, Night Rider. Yeah, why didn't he? Why didn't you tell me you were signed? Good point. And that's the frustration. That's the frustration BNH Loman pointed out. Isart pointed it out earlier in the stream, and you hit it right on the head. Why didn't the artist tell me that they were signed? Why did you fucking make me do 2 weeks of preparation for this? Just if I got, just think about it. If it took me 2 weeks to plan the initial show, but as long as I got the structure and the scripting right, it wouldn't. I would have done 1 week per artist. Now I'm scared to fucking go out and listen to new music because homies or homette fucking has like a signed contract somewhere, and then I play their shit on Twitch and I get fucking striked. Night Rider, you're funny, dude. Okay, just like Cube Boy, we're not riding, bro. We're not freaking going out there in the world and like finding people. Come on, relax, everybody. I do. You know me, I don't condone that stuff. I know you're joking around, and thank you very much for sharing me or shedding some small light on situations. But Night Rider, you're funny. Damn! Don't worry, Cube Die. Hold on, let me just type something. You're missing much, Cube Doy. Just the same story. Wait, whoa, shoot! Dude, I'm so shook. I can't even spell story right. Very, very proud to be part of your Wolf Pack, Wolf Guild Gaming. Everyone, these wonderful 2 hours of being supported is huge, and so let me just tell you this: we are all strong enough to stand on our own 2 feet, and we're all strong enough and respectful enough, and we're amazing on our own to live life smart. I'm not trying to tell everyone to make every stream an emotional stream, but I'm just going to say this. I'm so thankful that I did this because that's what communities do. When one of us is not feeling right or not doing right, we're all there for each other. And that's why it's very important. And I'm so super thankful that this has happened. And I wish that I could have brought you something that I felt so deeply in my heart was going to be something that I knew that I could have delivered to you. Now I have to figure out ways for me to, overcome this. Because the fear of me trying to do this again because of the situation is at it. Because one, I don't want to lose my Twitch channel, and I don't want to lose the people. One way of communicating with y'all. Each and every one of you are in different parts of this world, and I would not have met you if I did not have Twitch. So I'm not going to do something to lose my channel. But the fear and the actual realization that if I played 3 songs from that person without reading that email, they could have opened 3 different claims on me, brought it to Twitch, and I could have been canceled. So my peeps, I am so sorry that that you had to see me like this, because I do have my days, but again, this was something that felt catastrophic, so I had to get this off my chest. So for all of you, you are so amazing. Thank you very much for being here, listening to me vent, frustrated. But I know one day, maybe not this way, but one day, my hope and dream is to be an advocate for unfound singer-songwriters and bands out there, where I can interview them, give them some sort of, something, so that they could say, "Yo, look, I was featured on this podcast, or I was showcased on this show." And to give you up-and-coming artists the practice of being interviewed, of how to present yourself in interviews, how to be committed and convicted to your art, and know that there's people like me that really want you out there, and there's people like me that really want to discover you. We want to have that feeling of finding a new artist that jolts us and makes us annoying to all of our other friends and family members, and say, "Hey, look, I found this artist. Let's listen to their whole album like 17 times in a row." There's people out there like me that really care about what you care about. There's people like me that want to hear what you have to say. There's people like me that want other people to hear what you have to say. Because your song could save so much. Your songs and the art that you put out there could really make a difference to someone's day, and it can make a difference in someone's life. I'm going to go ahead and rate out everybody. Again, my name is Japes Jr., and this was supposed to be the French Press Sessions. I'm feeling down because it was supposed to be that, but in time, I'll feel better about what this was supposed to be. I do not have Spotify, Wolf, but I do go and check out things on Spotify, or I used to before this situation happened. But I'm pretty sure we should have a discussion on there at some point. Kalismir, when you come up with 10 songs, you're going to be my first one on Fresh Press Sessions. Are you signed, Kalismir? How much compensation per hour do you need for me to do an interview with you? I'm sorry, that was a bad joke, but that's how jaded I am right now. I have to literally ask fucking artists now. And now I know why fucking contracts look like a goddamn Bible, because, sorry God, but now I know why a freaking contract looks like a Bible now, because freaking stupid ass shit like this. Wolf, you might want Wolf whisper me that if you can. Can you whisper me that so that I know? Because as soon as this hit, I was literally scouring Twitch accepted music, and I just all of them were basically music beds. So now, so I'm gonna come with it again. With this is gonna be a thing, but I gotta find out how to do it in the right way so that I don't get myself and you all in trouble. How are you gonna get in trouble? Not really, but it's all just basically me. Um, but yeah. Well, wonderful. Well, please give me info. Whisper me the info. If and if there's and again, if any of you streamers that will follow me, or if there's anybody out there that has friends that are in bands that wouldn't mind being interviewed for French press sessions, that's all I am about. I am not one of those motherfuckers that fucking listens to a demo and just says this is complete and utter shit. What I do is I listen to the demo and I literally listen to each and every one of the songs, and all I want to do is describe it, describe the feeling that I get from it, describe the things that I love about it, and freaking talk to you about it. That's all I want to do. That's all I really want to do. You know, and I mean, dude, there's some people that do music, like Ask Easy Gaming does music, but now I'm fucking scared to ask him because of this situation. Like, hey, Ask Easy, can I interview you, and can I listen to some songs with you? Because I now have to ask Easy if you're signed. By the way, Ask Easy Gaming, big shout out to you if you're out there. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry. I want to read out. Here's what I want to do. I want to raid out to DJ Enigma, one of the amazing DJs on Twitch. And I'm just wondering if y'all want to do that, or we could just cut it right here, or do you guys want to go to a party? Because dude, when I was in college and I faced stupid ass shit like this, I said, y'all, let's hit the fucking Hate Street and let's go bar hopping, and fucking let's leave all our worries at the door and fucking come back home and party some more. So I'm just asking y'all, do y'all want to go to a party at DJ Enigma? I need to be inspired. I need to be lit, and I need to be like feeling good about something. So if y'all want to hang with me on this raid to DJ Enigma, he is like the most awesome DJ. Dude, okay, calm down, Late Night Crunch. I'm not gonna literally take you to a bar. I'm just asking if you want to freaking party for a little bit with DJ Enigma. That's all I'm asking you. I don't have a bar, okay? I could get you a Nestle bar from like the gas station down the street. All right. Again, everybody, I see your whispers. Thank you very much. And I will tell you now, I am so thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you for being the heart and soul of our community. Thank you very much for being some amazing folks. With that being said, everybody, my name is Japes Jr. Please stay loving and supportive to one another, especially during these crazy times. Your love and support has been proven tonight, and I know that you could be that difference maker for your community. Until Monday, take care, everybody. Later, bye. Please enjoy this wonderful raid to DJ Enigma. Is he even on? Did he leave? He freaking left, didn't he? Dag Flaggett? He left. Wait a minute, hold on. Everybody, hey, hold on. It said that he was here, and then now he left? Oh, no, he's on. Okay, everybody. We're going to go to DJ Enigma, okay? Again, please stay loving and supportive to one another, especially during the crazy times. My name is James Jr., and thank you so much for being amazing to me. Try to see if I could do it through... let me see if I could do it through Streamlabs. I closed everything out because I was like so mad. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. All right, everybody, please, let's have a party, okay? For me. Let's have a party. Hang in there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you want to do. Just hang in there and be amazing to DJ Enigma. Wicked, wicked.